Morning all, welcome back once again to I Like Watches too, and welcome to a sort of general AliExpress sort of updates video really. I've got a few things I want to talk about in today's video. First thing I want to mention actually is the upcoming sale, which starts on the 31st of May, and I think it goes on for maybe a week or so. Yeah, there's 4 big AliExpress sales every single year, and this next one is generally a pretty big one. Usually you get some pretty well discounted watches, so yeah, if you're thinking about picking up a watch from AliExpress anytime soon, you may want to consider the upcoming sale. Of course, you're going to start to see an uptake in videos, not just from me, but from other channels as well, featuring top 10s and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm actually working on a collaboration with Simon from Watch the Time. We're both going to be sharing our thoughts on the best watches on AliExpress in a video of I Like Watches. So yeah, make sure you come back for that, guys. If you haven't done so already, head over to that channel and subscribe, and maybe subscribe to this one if you haven't done so already. Have you noticed, or did you notice, that Jang Gun, the new sister brand from San Martin, gave us a little sneaky peek, a preview of their next 4 watches? Now, I didn't spot this, and one of you guys actually got in touch and said, have you seen this video from Jang Gun? And yeah, they don't show us a lot, but they show us enough to sort of see what's coming. And yeah, I'm going to show you the pictures now. This first one is the Naturalist. It's a sort of distressed looking watch. Jianghun, they are a sister brand if you're not familiar. A new brand from San Martin, and they're going to be focusing on selling watches away from AliExpress just through their website, and they're going to be very original in terms of their design. And yeah, the first one we saw, the war drum, some of you guys have nicknamed that the ashtray. Yeah, I mean, they are very original, aren't they? And they're going to be quite divisive. Although there were some positive comments about the war drum, deservedly so. It is nice to see some very original looking watches coming out of China, but I think their designs are perhaps a little bit too strong for most people. This one, yeah, is the same, I think. I'm not wild about it. The next one actually looks quite interesting. I can't tell what the name is. Looks like it begins with an A. An all stainless steel case by the looks of it, on a leather strap perhaps, but I suspect it will be beautifully finished. It looks all right, that one. This next one actually looks quite interesting. It's a dive watch by the looks of it, looking at the bezel. Some interesting polished and brushed facets on the case. I suspect that will be beautifully finished. I can't see the name of it, but yeah, that one looks all right. And this next one, it looks like they've gone bronze again. It's called the Archaeologist. Yeah, very interesting case, pattern around the case, and sort of strong, interesting sword hands, interesting applied indexes as well. They're sort of elongated pyramids. So yeah, lots of originality to come from Jang Gun. Not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, hopefully I'll get the opportunity to show you those watches. What else? I've ordered 3 watches from AliExpress with a view to reviewing them prior to the sales. So let me tell you what I've ordered. Although this first one is not likely to be discounted by the store for the sale. Don't forget, you get discounts from the stores, but also from AliExpress during the sales. So you can buy any item, I think, with your AliExpress coupons, but then on top of that, we also hope that the stores discount their watches. Escapement time don't tend to participate, so yeah, you're not likely to get much of a discount off an escapement time. But this one I've seen so many times, I keep going back and having a look, and I've never featured it on my channel, and I've decided it's time I got this one in. So this one will be coming in along with a Cadison chronograph, super cheap. It's $60 at the moment, outside of the sale, so goodness knows what you're going to be able to pick that one up for during the sale. And the Labini, I launched or posted a top new releases video, didn't I, a little while ago, and quite a few of you said we'd love to see this Labini. They do make beautiful, well, beautifully finished watches. A lot of their designs are a little bit too ornate and a bit too sort of fancy for me, but yeah, I like the look of this one, so I got this one in. I've also been sent from San Martin a Submariner homage. They have produced so many Submariner homages, but this one I didn't know even existed. So they first started by, well, I got into their watches 4 or 5 years ago via their, well, it was actually their bronze Captain Willard. Actually, that was the first one. But then I bought their SN017 version 1 and was obsessed with that watch. And I did on my old channel that was deleted. I did a 10 watch comparison series with about 13 videos in it, where I got 10 Submariner homages in and compared them all. And that version 1 San Martin was incredible. Well, they subsequently produced a version 2, a version 3. Then I think they did an SN019, an SN0111. They've done the titanium one. I think they might have done others as well. They have produced a lot of Submariner homages, but this one I didn't know existed. This is the first time they've sent me this one. And what's important, or what's so impressive about this particular one, is during the sale, the upcoming sale, it looks like they're going to be selling this watch for $138 US, which is unbelievable. Absolutely incredible. Let's not forget, most of their all stainless steel sports watches, whether they be originals or homages, cost between, well, powered by the NH35, cost between $200 and $250. It's quite unusual for you to be able to pick up one of those watches from the San Martin official store for under $200. This will be $138. They have launched a handful of very affordable watches where they have made a few sacrifices in terms of specifications in order to bring the prices down, because I think they've seen on many occasions people commenting on their prices just going up and up and up. And don't forget, I got that original version 1 about 4.5 years ago for $150, which I thought back then was incredible. $138 today, in today's money, is worth a lot less than the $150 back then. So any all stainless steel watch from San Martin housing the NH35 for under $150 is remarkable value. But I hear you ask, what have they sacrificed? Well, the clasp, which isn't too much of a biggie. It's a much more simple clasp. It's still got milled inner elements. The links are held together with pin and collar. There looks to be a little bit less steel on the bracelet as well. The links are perhaps a little bit flatter, but they don't look sort of cheap or flimsy. The crystal, I think the crystal's still sapphire. Let me double check. Yeah, sapphire crystal still. I mean, ceramic bezel inserts. The finishing looks to be identical to all their other current watches. So yeah, they have sent me this watch to do the comparison with the genuine Rolex Submariner that a very good friend of mine gifted to me a little while ago. I know, I still can't believe it. I wake up in the mornings and I'm like, did that really happen? It did, you know. So yeah, I mean, I just can't believe it. $138. Of course, they've done the 62 mass and the 62 mass homage and the Black Bay homage as well, which again, they sort of made to... well, with slightly lesser specifications in order to offer those very, very cheaply. And those two watches sold incredibly well. And this one has already sold over 500 units. So it must have been out for a while. It's just sort of skipped under my radar a little bit. But anyway, yeah, the finishing looks to be incredible still. So yeah, look out for a comparison video between, you know, the genuine thing and this one. And yeah, I wonder how this one's going to hold up. I mean, I wonder how this one's going to hold up.